So actually, before regular Street Fighter 4 had even been released, people were already speculating and wondering about what we would do for a follow-up. Before we even had the original version of 4 out there. When 4 was released then in February and people started playing it, the more people played it, the more often they played it, the more feedback we started to get. And it became more and more obvious that people really wanted and in fact expected a follow-up of some kind. Once we kind of proved ourselves with the reviews and the sales and everything, it was actually quite easy to get them to approve a follow-up. And since the fans are obviously demanding it, that's how it all began. We're looking to add around 8-ish characters. That's what I've gotten the R&D team to promise to deliver. So we're looking to add about that many character-wise. As you know, today we're just talking about a couple of this new lineup. It's important to note as well, too, that we're not just talking about adding new characters to this game. We're also looking to beef up the online modes quite a bit. Once again, based on user feedback and things they were asking for. People seem to really like the arcade fight request feature we had in the original version of 4, where you could play arcade mode and people could jump in and challenge you online. But we're looking to add even more this time. A lot of people made it quite clear that they wanted to play in larger groups rather than just like a one-on-one sort of environment, get more people involved, and they also wanted to get an idea how other people were playing. They wanted to see what was going on with other people. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to Juri. She represents a lot of firsts for the Street Fighter universe. She's the first Korean character in a Street Fighter game. She's the first user of Taekwondo. A lot of times when you have a new character added to a fighting game, it's natural to kind of make them the good guy, make them a friend of justice, a friend of good, so to speak. This time we decided to go a little different route with this character, and she's kind of nasty, kind of mean, perhaps evil in fact. You'll notice she has her left eye glows when she does some of her moves, and that is an artificial eye that was implanted, in fact, by SIN. You remember SIN, the weapons manufacturer, run by Seth, the boss everyone loves to hate. As you may imagine, she does have a major role to play in the main storyline of Super Street Fighter 4, so you'll definitely be seeing a lot more of her. If you're the type of person that really likes a good storyline in your fighting games, you can look forward actually to brand new openings and endings for all the characters. We have paid careful attention to the reviews and what people are saying. We're aware that people weren't exactly thrilled by the less than stellar quality of the opening and ending animations in the previous version of 4. We're men enough to admit that, and as an apology, we're remaking them entirely. When you look at something like this, your first assumption might be that it would be download contents. But to be honest with you, it's not going to be. There's simply too much stuff going on with this update. It's just too big for something like that. So it will be a full-on disc release. But it's not going to be like the old days where we charge you $75 for each successive iteration of Street Fighter. This won't be a full-priced game. I'm not going to promise you a $5 game or anything like that, but it's going to be a price that's appropriate to the amount of new content included. The sky's the limit when it comes to this. There's a lot of things I would love to do with this engine and with this genre if given the opportunity. In fact, I'd say that the only reason this game exists at all actually is because fans kind of demanded it, and we're very vocal about wanting a new Street Fighter. We're not talking about an FPS here. It's not easy to get these kind of games passed through upper management. A fighting game just doesn't have the kind of market share that more popular genres do. So the fact that people are really vocal made it very clear, yes, I would buy that if you made it. We were able to get this done. So along that same vein, personally, the thing I'd like to make most is a new Darkstalkers. If anyone agrees with me, get out, open up your email program and start sending off a rant to your nearest Capcom representative. We'll see if we can't make something happen there. I'm definitely not opposed to taking this engine and expanding on it further at all.